Hello everyone. Today we continue to watch Love is Sweet. Du Lei knows that Zhang has suffered setbacks at work. He invites her out to dinner and becomes her teacher. With his help, she knows that her thoughts are simple, and she couldn't just look at the information they provided. There is an event in the restaurant, and the girls at each table will get a bouquet of roses. Zhang is very happy. She thinks that she can receive roses, which shows that her own good luck has come. Because Shuai saw Zhang go out alone in the evening, he is a little worried about her. So, he has been waiting on the rooftop for her to come home. When he sees Zhang being taken home by car, and she still has a rose in her hand, he misunderstands that she was going on a date with her boyfriend. The next day, because of Zhang's reckless attack yesterday, Kalong Pharma has decided to sign the contract that afternoon. She goes to Shuai to discuss countermeasures. Shuai has already investigated the real witnesses. He tells her to delay signing the contract as much as possible, and he will bring witnesses back. But the witness had already switched careers as a racing driver, and he doesn't want to get involved in business disputes anymore. They make a bet that if he lost the game, he would testify against the attendees. Time passes little by little. In order to delay the contract, Zhang risked being fired from the company, and she keep making trouble. When she's about to be kicked out by security, Shuai returns in time with witnesses. The ending has completely reversed, and they have finally won. Zhang buys him his favorite snacks when he was a child. Thank him for doing his best to keep her from getting fired. But Shuai says that he just wants to maintain an unbeaten record, not to help her. Zhang knows that he is just stubborn. She invites Shuai to have dinner together, and she says he's not that cold-blooded. Shuai also thinks that she is stronger than he imagined. Shuai takes her to a rice noodle restaurant. He says that the rice noodles tasted like the ones her father made. Zhang complains that he only knows to enjoy her father's food but never protect her. Shuai tells her that in fact, he tried so hard to help her this time to apologize for that speech in high school. At that time, he was going to be sent by his parents to study abroad. So Shuai wanted to write her a letter. When he sent the letter, he misunderstood that she wanted to write a love letter to someone else. Shuai just wanted to take that love letter away. But what he didn't expect to take away was her speech. As a result, Zhang cried out on stage because she didn't have a speech, and she decided to transfer to another school. Shuai actually went to school to apologize to Zhang Jun before going abroad. But he found out that she had already transferred. Therefore, this apology has never been sent to Yang's heart. Zhang shares that she has a financial teacher with Shuai. This time, she is able to discover the flaws in Kalong's chairman, and it all depends on his help. But Shuai disdainfully says that those who have the time to help others must be rookies. After they experience this crisis, Shuai thinks it is necessary for him to get to know Zhang again. And he is very jealous of Yang's teacher. In order to make up for his indifference to Zhang Jun before, he decides to pretend to be sick and let Zhang Jun overflow with sympathy to repair their relationship. Zhang feels that he is feigning illness, but she couldn't resist Shuai's pitiful appearance. So, she has to stay and take care of him. Du Lei sends a message to Zhang Jun. He invites her to meet tomorrow and shows her something. Shuai is very jealous when he saw that she was texting someone else. He becomes meaner. He is forcing Zhang to read to him, and he also questions that she has not read the book, and there is a debate about the plot of the book. Zhang read to Shuai the plots they are arguing about in the book, word by word, of course, including the erotic scenes in it. Shuai blushed at her words, and he is so shy that he makes Zhang leave quickly. Finally ended the torture for her all day. The next day, Du Lei takes Zhang to his fragrance room. Today's lesson is about making perfume, because scent can relieve stress. Du Lei gives her a bottle of perfume that he specially formulated for her, in order to help her relieve the pressure these days. Shuai knows that Zhang is going on a date with that teacher today. So, he has been waiting downstairs to see who this teacher is. Du Lei sends Zhang home and meets Shuai, who has been waiting all night. Shuai reprimands him face to face. Says that he approached Zhang because he wants to beat him. This is his dirty trick. And he warns Du Lei not to have crooked ideas about Zhang. Otherwise, he will make him lose even more ugly. Du Lei provokes him and will looking forward to Shuai's counterattack. In the elevator, Zhang explains to Shuai that she doesn't know that Du Lei is from GE. And he isn't what he thought. He says that he is kindly reminding Zhang Jun, fearing that she would be used by others. After Du Lei returned home, he happily put on the tie that Zhang Jun gave him. His sister sees him wearing a tie she didn't buy. She deliberately says the tie is ugly, and asks him to put on the one she bought. Although Du Lei is not happy, he is not dare to disobey Du Ling's order. He received a text message from Zhang Jun. She hopes that she would not be called master and apprentice in the future. This makes he very frustrated. Shuai leads all the interns to visit Wangxing Entertainment Company with him. In Wangxing Company, trainee Tang Xin is bullied by other trainees in the bathroom. Zhang rescues her in time, but she doesn't want things to get bigger, so she asks the security to stop Zhang. Zhang is treated as a fan and could not enter the building. After the inspection, Shuai is looking for Zhang, who had disappeared all day. He finally found her in the security room. Zhang had already become friends with the security guard. They are drinking and playing Truth or Dare. And she heard a lot of rumors about Wangxing Company. Shuai is very angry, and he accuses her of poor work attitude. But Zhang thinks that she had broken into the enemy's interior, and her plans were all messed up by Shuai. Zhang is drunk, and he takes her back to her residence. Zhang finds that she is lying in Yuan Shuai's arms. She asks why he didn't wake her up when he got home, and kept holding her. Shuai is also taken aback by Zhang. He asks why Zhang was pretending to be asleep. She must have wanted him to hold her all the time. The next day, Zhang is called to the office by Shuai alone to discuss the secret bedroom mentioned in her report. He hopes she can find the location of this room soon. Because they were discussing gossip, Shuai deliberately talks very close to Zhang. Chauna comes in suddenly and she saw them. She stares at Zhang fiercely, as if she wants to kill her with her eyes. Du Lei and his sister attend Dad's birthday party, but Dad obviously doesn't want to see Du Lei. He thinks that he doesn't have sincerity to attend his birthday party, and only introduce Du Ling to everyone. When Du Lei leaves, he meets Wan Shan, the chairman of Wangxing Entertainment. He reminds him that Shuai is not easy to deal with. He can ask him for help if he needs it. Zhang goes to meet Lily. She shares with her the embarrassing incident in the office today. Lily analyzes that she has fallen into a love triangle, and Chauna will definitely start targeting her. Afraid of being troubled by Chao Na, Zhang can only deliberately avoid contact with Shuai in the company. Zhang analyzes materials in the library. She meets Du Lei. He apologizes to her, saying he shouldn't hide his identity, but he really wants to be Zhang's teacher. Zhang is not angry. She thinks that even if the companies are against each other, they can still be friends. Their conversation was filmed by passing employees. Zhang returned home. She finds that Shuai had been waiting for her at the door. In order to make her happy, Shuai invites her to paint on the walls of the corridor with him. He tells her that he hadn't painted since they broke up. Shuai shows her a photo of her talking with Du Lei in the library. Zhang thinks that he was following her. But Shuai tells her that if he could get this photo, someone must be trying to frame Zhang. He doesn't object to her contact with Du Lei, but he afraids that the company would fire Zhang if they know about her relationship with Du Lei. Zhang knows that she misunderstands Shuai, and she also knows that he is helping her. Before leaving, she gives him a special gift. Zhang comes to Wangxing Entertainment to investigate. Once again, she helped Miss Tang get rid of the bullying. Tang Xin participates in her private interview. She tells Zhang how she was stunned by President Wan's drug and molested. On the way home, Zhang feels that someone is following her. Thanks to meeting Du Lei who is passing by, he drives her home and warns her bright girl better not to get too close to Wanshan. Wan Shan knew that Zhang was investigating. He wants to bribe Zhang Jun with money to make her ignore Tang Xin. But Zhang Jun refused, and secretly recorded their conversation with his mobile phone. Next, Zhang will be followed again. Can she escape the clutches again? Why Shuai and Du Lei fight? Any change between their relationship? Thanks for watching. See you next time.